Hi Nadine, this was a fantastic presentation. I am really amazed at a completely different perspective about this whole concept of dark skies, light pollution. More so because I recently published a paper on the whole concept of dark skies and biodynamic lighting, where I was talking about life-centric lighting, where how light pollution is affecting different types of light forms. And I see another presentation where you see that whole concept about chicken farming, where there was more light given to chickens, so it was used as a business model. And this has completely altered my perspective. And the second thing was I just recently visited Lebanon, and beautiful country, beautiful people, and I would have never thought about dark skies from this perspective, especially with the whole concept of safety and security when there's a war-torn country. It's a lot to take in at this point of time, and I think dark sky advocates uh, need to really start looking at it from perspectives of different people, different areas, because darkness means so much more to so many people. So thank you for this perspective.
Thank you, thank you. I really appreciate and thank you for the feedback coming from you because on a personal level, your opinion matters a lot. So thank you very much. No, the idea is that there are insecurities that come with darkness that only um, people that relate to the same sometimes life conditions can relate to. I'm not against dark skies, and I'm not. On the other hand, I really like and I enjoy, but this comes after a series of things procured. It's not only lighting designers' work. It's a whole chain of collaboration, as I said, between government entities, between lighting designers, between because darkness is beautiful when it is accompanied with safety and security, but when there is fear inside of it, it doesn't speak, it doesn't talk, and doesn't relate the same way. And when you live in deprived society, we don't take lighting for granted. So it kind of brings, and the purpose of this presentation is to mix both what is personal experience, what is emotional, because we know lighting is about emotions, about evoking the emotions. And when we want to advocate for dark skies, we want to do it right with the right steps in mind. And this doing it the right step will have to include all perspectives from different backgrounds.
So very true. And I completely agree on this front because we tend to be so parochial in our approach and we look at it from a very blind-sided view. It's so important to look at a worldview, look at it from different directions, different dimensions of the whole concept. And this presentation really speaks to you in terms of what darkness is. And if you really are advocating for dark skies, you better advocate it in the right manner, looking at all the weighing all the options available.
Exactly, because today, even me as a lighting designer, 20 years, my perception of how I design the light changed a lot between when I was living in Lebanon and when I moved and lived in Dubai, because now the parameters have changed. The brief that comes from clients living in Lebanon is totally different from the design brief that comes from people that live in lighting abundance. And I could see that there is a discrepancy somehow. And the discrepancy does not only come from the education, but it comes also from certain fears, traumas, and so on. We can.
Thank you. Yeah, I completely agree, and that's why this whole platform was created as a mode of virtually connecting people, connecting activists, connecting lighting designers, connecting decision makers, as to come together and actually discuss these key aspects. Because it's not so. I'm glad people are discussing about these concepts and ideas, but I the whole intent of discussing it in the right manner, connecting all the peoples together, connecting all the dots, and coming up with some solutions is the whole idea of this platform. For those of you who know me, hello, good to see you again. If those of you who are seeing it for the first time, this is Amardeep Dugar. I'm one of the founders of the Virtual Lighting Design Community platform. Sorry to interject here into this presentation, but this has been great. Nadine is a dear friend, and I'm glad to be a part of this whole discussion and presentation.
Thank you
So,
very much.
thank you, Nadine.
Thank you, Amardeep.
Thank you.